Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Cat's Cauldron, a place where you have a voice and we stir it up. Well, tonight is Friday Eve. Tonight is Thursday. Ooh, I love to say Friday Eve because then it doesn't seem like Friday's so far away. So, welcome to our edition of Thursday, which is Thursday. And I usually highlight veterans topics, and I am going to do just that, which is on the schedule today. And so today, I want to talk about the Veterans Ranch, one of my favorite topics. So I'm going to highlight them today. They are celebrating veterans and small businesses. So they have a promo going on, and I'm just going to read you what was sent. And they are doing some fabulous work, growing like wildfire. And I tell you, some of the things that they do to help veterans is just phenomenal. Need to get on board with these folks and help these guys out. And then I'm going to tell you a little story about one of my little pals that we were able to help out as well. The Veterans Ranch. Do you love America? Well, that kind of sounds like a silly question, doesn't it? Well, if you're watching the news like I'm watching the news, I guess maybe it's not such a silly question. Well, the Veterans Ranch loves America, and we know that there are a lot of our followers and supporters that do as well. Do you love our veterans? We also know that there is a great love for our veteran community as well as their families. However, this isn't something that is talked about every day. It should be discussed a lot more, but of course it isn't. So welcome to Bizarama 2022. The Veterans Ranch wants to celebrate small businesses and help our veterans and their families at the same time. In this giving season, we are looking for 22,000 businesses by the end of 2022. So really, that's a lot of time, but that doesn't mean you need to sit around and procrastinate whether you're going to do something or not. You don't need to sit on the fence. You need to get off the fence and take some action. It's kind of, like my dad used to say, and many of my mentors used to say, crap or get off the pot, folks. But anyway, I sell it like it is. So anyway, so we are looking for 22,000 businesses by the end of 2022 to make a one-time donation to the Veterans Ranch of just $264. These funds are going to expand to the expansion and growth of the organization in order to serve more of the 19 million veterans in the great country. And in that effort, do our part to put an end to the minimum 22 veterans. Remember, we talked about this before. It isn't 22 veterans that we're losing daily anymore. It's more like 44. I think they said it's more like 39.4 when you really chalk it up. And most recently, I just heard, I listened to a lot of particular statistics on this particular subject because it really does hit home. I've lost a lot of very, very people who are close to me to this particular subject. And it's more closer to 44 per day. And that is a staggering number. When you put all of the services together, it's not just the Navy, it's not just the Marine Corps, it's not just the Army, the Air Force, the Coast Guard. We're talking about all of the services. That's 44 people a day that take their lives. Now, most of us say, well, that's really stupid. No, think about the pressures that they have, and if you have ever served, you understand what it's like to come home and say, well, yep, guess what? Go out into the world and be productive. Ta-da! You're no longer in the service. You are now a civilian. Go and be prosperous. Whoops. Do you know what kind of pressure that is when you have a wife and 3 children? Or a husband and 3 children, depending on the member? That's tough. That's tough. So, a lot of people are still sticking with this analogy of 22 veterans a day that we are losing to suicide. The donation you make from your business will be tax deductible. We do not know a small business right now that couldn't use an extra tax write-off. True. When the business makes a one-time donation pledge, you will know that your money will be going to save veterans' lives. For the one-time donation, your business will receive a year's worth of advertising on our social media platforms, mentions on the Veterans Ranch Show podcast, a link and logo on our partners page on the website, a Friends of the Ranch t-shirt sent to the business. So donate to the Veterans Ranch today. So what they're saying is, if you think about it, I know because we own several businesses. My husband has a carpet cleaning business. I, of course, have this podcast. This podcast alone costs almost $600 just for me to reach out across the platform so that you can hear me on whatever platform you want to hear me on. So the platform cost me almost $600. $264 for a donation to get that much advertising that they're going to give you is a drop in the bucket, folks. And you are getting all of these things. Let me tell you again what you're getting. You are going to get a year's worth of advertising on the social media platforms, and that's more than one. Okay, because we're partnered up. Once I get the list, I'll also advertise. I will go ahead and make that commitment and advertise for you on my platform as well. So that's another added bonus. So you will get several platforms that will advertise for you. You will get mentions on the Veterans Ranch Show podcast, a link and logo on our partners page on the website, a Friends of the Ranch t-shirt to the business. And that's pretty cool. The t-shirts are awesome. I have a t-shirt, but, I bought mine. But, yeah, I really love their t-shirts. They are really cool. So I'm not going to say please. What I am going to say is that support your veterans. Reach down and touch your heart and understand that this is a season of giving, and understand that there are veterans out there that are hurting. I had a veteran that reached out to me, in fact, just the day before yesterday, and was able to help a little, but, this individual is homeless. I'm not going to mention the person's name because I do not want to embarrass, but what I am saying is that you can see my baby kitty. We have a baby kitty. This individual is homeless, had no gas, was living out of his truck, and reached out for help. And, there were a few of us veterans who stepped up from veteran to veteran, which is a social media site, And we sent him some money so he could get some gas so that, he wasn't stranded any longer and could actually get some gas and food. And as you well know, gas is going back up, so it's more expensive to be able to survive, even if you're living out of your car. So search your heart. And be humane and think about those who are less fortunate of yours. I know that it's hard on you for your families, but there are also others that need help. So $264 of a one-time donation We're not asking you to do the reoccurring. I do the reoccurring as well, but that's because I'm very dedicated to this particular cause. Maybe you're not as dedicated as I am, but I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just asking you to search your heart and be compassionate, and please give to the Veterans Ranch. So I'm going to pull this back up, and I'm going to turn my camera around and show you the site link. Dun, 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 dun. I'm not as, they're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So you can reach them on all the sites. And it is literally, just look them up as The Veterans Ranch, theveteransranch.org. And this is what you're looking for. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Sorry. And this is what you're looking for. There you go. The Veterans Ranch. Okay, guys. It's a short show tonight. I will say, to add to some of the challenges of cost of living and things that are going on in our communities, support each other, do a buddy check. Please keep in touch with each other. Please make sure that your buddy is okay. We don't want to lose another person to suicide. Make sure that you're checking on your buddies. Make sure that you're checking with each other. You know, whether we were in the Navy, the Army, the Air Force, the Marine Corps, Coast Guard, it doesn't matter. We're all family. So let's take care of each other. So reach out to each other. We've got the veteran site. There's all kinds of veteran sites out there. Keep in touch with each other. You know, people that you've served with, I know you're Facebook friends with them. Keep in touch with them. You'd be surprised how quickly things can go awry, and people will keep it a secret just because they're embarrassed. So you need to keep in touch with your friends and help them whenever things are kind of going bad and the economy is not good and there are people out there who are struggling. So let's help each other as brothers and sisters and take care of each other, because that's what we do. So yes, I was just in Walgreens. I had to stop and get some kitty treats for my little baby, my new baby. And I also had to get some distilled water for my CPAP machine. So anyway, long story short, I was looking at the shelves again, and those shelves have not improved. For the baby formula, nearly bare. There might have been 10 items on that shelf for baby formula. Tampons, hardly anything there. So folks, you know, things are not improving. I don't know what you're being told, but don't let people whitewash things on you. As always, you can reach me on www.spreaker.com. You can find me on Anchor, Odyssey. Let me grab this baby. You are all over the place today. Look at this little face. How could you not love this face? Look at this. You'd probably rather see her. This is Comet. You'd probably rather see her than you would me. You can reach me on Anchor, Odyssey, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Getter, Reddit, Spotify, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Truth Social. So tune in again tomorrow morning and I'll give you your gas prices. Those who travel to NS Mayport, it is $3.29 for regular unleaded. I confirmed that on my way home. So there you have it. Like, follow, and subscribe. That's what keeps us alive. And thank you for tuning in to Cat's Cauldron, where you have a voice and we stir it up. And we appreciate you. Same time, same channel. See you tomorrow. Have a good night. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. Bye-bye.